All right, today we want to talk to you about the top 6 renovation tips that you can use to save money on your flips. So because it's about renovations, I brought the pro in to talk to you today.
Yeah, and so I want to bring up some points that I don't think are just in normal everyday conversation or in things that you read that I think are really, really important things that will save you money all along the way. The first one is that you can save money just by setting up business accounts at the places that you shop. And if those companies realize that you are flipping houses and that you are a business, you can often get very good discounts. Our favorite place is the Home Depot Pro Desk. If you place an order, it'll go through the Pro account, especially if you place a big order, and you can get some really significant discounts on those. And the other thing about like shopping at somewhere like Home Depot is it simplifies the shopping process.
Yep.
And what a lot of people forget in the excitement of flipping their first house is that time is money. And if you're going all over town shopping at all these different stores, that is cutting into your bottom line along
Which
the way.
we used to. We used to drive around, we'd go on Craigslist, we'd find used appliances, and we found all these great deals. So we thought, until we got done with the job and said, man, this took a lot longer. We spent money on gas and time and all that. So
yeah, even, and you can even translate those savings into your own home renovations too. As we moved here to Florida, I'm getting discounts on our stuff here at home.
So number 6 was get your business account set up. Like use one place to buy all your stuff. That's good. Number 5, we have a little cheat sheet just to make sure we have it here for you. Is plan your renovation before you start. It's really important that you have a plan, right? If you just go in and try and wing it, it won't work. And if you try to wing it the day that you close on the house, big mistake. You should be putting your plan in place before you close on the house. Tell them what they want to get done to prepare.
Yeah, we give all of our students a scope of work template, and basically it's a room by room template. It even breaks out, the percentages that you're going to pay the contractors for that phase of the job. So it makes your renovation process really organized and really structured. So room by room, you're going to outline what needs to be done along with everything that needs to go in that room, whether it's a light fixture or the type of toilet that you're gonna put in or the tile or the paint color. There's a saying when you're scuba diving, plan your dive and dive your plan. That's exactly what you wanna do when you're flipping a house, is plan out your project so that it goes smoothly.
For sure. So number 4, might be a shocker to you, get a permit. Most people try to avoid getting a permit. In today's climate, you have to get a permit. We're not 20 years ago. You have to get a permit because if you don't, you'll get caught. And if you don't get caught in the first job, you get caught in the second job, someone will turn you in, a neighbor will turn you in, or someone will just drive by and see it. Or you go to sell a house and the lawyer or the closing company says, we'll buy the house, but we want to see the CO or the certificate of occupancy, meaning that you had all your permits completed. And it's best because they keep an eye on you.
Yeah, they do. And rather than look at that as a negative, especially if you're somebody that's brand new, that inspector is going to make sure that your contractor is being honest, making sure that they're doing things up to code and the right way. Because the last thing you want to do is have a bad flip. We want to encourage people to do things the right way and be honest in your jobs. You find the least expensive solution to fix the problem the right way.
Remember our third flip? We had a guy that was out there putting a deck together.
Oh my gosh.
They were digging the holes the wrong depth. They were trying to cheat on the depth of the footings.
They were cutting them in half.
Half, and they were using the wrong kind of penny nail outside. Yeah, penny nails, something you use in a wall. Outside, they're gonna rust. Whatever. Wrong nails. And the inspector walked up and said, "Glenn, they don't know what they're doing. Get them off the job."
Get them off your job site.
And so that was a big thing because we were able to get them off the job. So he had our back, and we never forgot that. So remember, get your permits; they'll keep you in mind. So what's number 3?
So number 3 is to simplify your renovation process. And what I mean by that is don't go too crazy with design elements, because you can cut down on waste by doing so. So let's say you pick a tile for the kitchen and the house has 2 or 3 bathrooms. Maybe at least one of the other bathrooms is the same tile as the kitchen. And that way, as the guys are cutting tile, there's not as much waste, even a bag of grout, maybe you don't have to buy a different color for a different room. Same is true of paint colors. If the house has 3 or 4 bedrooms, pick 2 to 3 colors of paint to go through the whole house. Don't pick a different color for every single room, because you're gonna end up with a lot of leftover paint that is just a total waste, and your painters are gonna not like you very much if you're switching colors up that often and everything else. So simplify that process. And also for most renovations, unless you're doing like a really high-end expensive renovation, use builder grade materials.
Yeah, don't go crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you want to make sure that you make it just like the way that you want to live in it, or not the way you would live
We're
in
gonna
it.
get to that in a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're
I jumped ahead.
Getting a little ahead.
This is why I do videos alone, because she just corrects me all the time. You watch me doing a video alone, it's just me. Now she's on here, it's just to correct me all the time.
Well, that does go into our number 2 though.
Go ahead.
Because the number 2 is don't over improve the property. And that is probably the biggest rookie mistake we see people make all the time is they renovate the house according to what they would want if they lived there. And if you're in this for a business, you want to make sound business decisions. And guys, I am the first to admit, like, I would like to just make the whole house Pinterest worthy because I'm a designer and like my brain goes that direction.
Yes, it does.
But I've gotten very, very good at knowing not when to take it too far because that's just gonna cost you on your bottom line. You know, you might want granite in your house and that's fine if it's your house that you're living in. But if you're doing a flip, maybe the house doesn't need granite. Maybe you can get away with a laminate countertop or, you know, lower end appliances. You don't have to put, you know, a Thermador oven in and, you know, a Sub-Zero refrigerator and that sort of thing. So don't over improve it. You know, the house doesn't need a screen door if there's not one already there. Maybe you want a screen door because you like the breeze, but leave that to the homeowner after they buy the house. So that's I could go on and on with that list of stuff. So what you do want to do though is base your decisions on the comps around the neighborhood. What are they selling for and what kind of features do they have? And one thing that we've always done is we've tried to make our houses a little bit nicer than the comps, especially if you're in a really competitive market. And that way when people do go to see the house, your house is set apart, but don't go overboard. That's really, really important. And that's a big mistake we see people make a lot.
Very good. Number 1 is get in and out of the project ASAP. The faster you're in and out of a project, the more money you will put in your pocket. So many rookie investors forget that there are hidden costs in doing renovations. We call them the silent killers of real estate deals. The silent killers are all the holding costs. What's a holding cost? A holding cost is anything that you incur as a result of owning a piece of property. For instance, you're gonna have a mortgage payment that has interest in there. You're gonna have taxes that you're gonna have to pay on that property. You're gonna have utility bills, maintenance bills, insurance. All those things are gonna be part of owning a piece of property. Most of the time on a $150,000 to $200,000 renovation, you're probably somewhere around $100 per day. It's around roughly what you're gonna cost. Now you may say, well, it's $100, big deal. Well, in a month, that's $3,000. In 2 months, that's $6,000.
It's like walking down the street, losing $100 out your pocket every day.
Yeah, what I teach in the workshop is this. I say, look, you wanna manage your job like I showed up at your house every single day. And I said, hey, you owe me $100 today. Hi, good morning, you owe me $100 today. Hey, good morning, you owe me $100 today. Good morning, $100 today. But Glenn, it's Christmas. I don't care, it's $100 today. Let's go. Yeah, but it's Easter. I don't care, $100 today. Hey, but I'm sick. I don't care, $100 today. If you manage your job like I was in your face every day demanding $100, you get that job done fast. And what you'd find is at the end of the job, you put more money in your pocket. Because the more you hold a house, the more you're gonna pay those fees. Most of the time though, and we're speaking from experience, we've gotten to the end of a job, we flipped the house, got done and said, well, I thought we were gonna make, $45,000. We made $38,000. What happened to that $7,000? And as we dig through the numbers, we realize we held the sucker for just too long, and those holding costs can kill you.
Yep.
So it's really, really important that you manage the job and get in and out. And there you have the top 6 renovation tips to save you money on your renovations. Real quick, number 6, get business accounts, right? Buy things in bulk and get business accounts so you can do all that.
Number 5, plan your renovation before you start.
Number 4, get permits.
And number 3 is simplify your renovation choices.
Number 2, don't over improve the property.
And number 1 is get in and out of that property as soon as possible.
Hope that helps.